Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh, and good morning to all our viewers, FB Live. Welcome to Leaders of Enterprise webinar series. Today we have we will receive a special guest from ORCA Creation, the director, Mr. Keng Shing. To all viewers, don't forget to like and share our webinar. So, hello, Mr. Ao.
Hello, Prof.
Good
How are
morning.
you? Good morning.
How are you?
Hey, very, very good.
Very good. Yeah, I still
Yeah,
remember you came to my office 2 years ago, right?
yeah, very long time already.
Very long time already.
Yeah,
Yeah,
we
yeah.
pergi Taman You punya Old Town kan?
Yes, yeah, we had
Ah,
we did some discussion over the lunch. Okay.
uh,
First of all, thank you very much for accepting our invitation from the Faculty of Engineering, University Technology Malaysia. So this program, Leaders of Enterprise, actually to share your company experience, your company activities for the benefit of universities and also to the students and staff in the university. So welcome to our webinar series. Oh,
yeah.
yeah.
Thank you very much, Prof, for inviting me. I'm actually very helpful to actually try to share our experience to fellow participants because we think that our company is actually quite a unique
Yes, yeah.
company in this region. So good to let more people know that they can have a career of this kind of nature. So,
Yes, thank you. By the way,
mm,
Al, maybe many of our viewers would like to know more about yourself. Uh,
mm,
Probably you can introduce yourself a little bit biodata about yourself and also the company activities. Please, Al, share your
okay.
viewers. Yeah.
Maybe I can share my slides so that. I am from UTM. I
UTM
graduated
alumnus, yeah.
from I graduated from UTM 1997. That's the Asian financial time or that time. Actually, Prof, saya punya final year project punya supervisor. Dah lama lah. Masa dulu Prof lagi, I belum call Prof lagi. Dulu kan Cik Suhaimi, Prof
Encik
punya
Suhaimi, yes, yes.
PhD pun belum dapat lagi.
Exactly. I really
Lama dah.
miss that Cik Suhaimi too. Yeah, you're right.
Dulu I called Prof tu Cik Suhaimi.
Yeah.
So let me share. So on 1997, I graduated from University Technology Malaysia as a mechanical or aero mechanical engineering bachelor. Then I spent another years in Master of Engineering, also in UTM. So on 1998, I actually joined the industry. The first two jobs that I come in is actually a manufacturing company. You can see that. The first company is actually a power cable company. The other one is actually die casting company. Basically, those are both industry actually in utilize huge machines. So I
I can
spent
see
about 3
that.
years. Then my friends in Skudai actually invited me to join a company called HPI Innovations. That you can imagine the company is like Flextronics, or we do ODM in much smaller scale, but we do ODM means we design product, then we manufacture product for customer. I mean, the main customer is actually HP. So at the time, we actually do accessories for HP scanner. So you can see in the screen now that is this unique HP scanner that we actually produced for HP at the point of time. So it's around 20 years ago. So that time, Yeah, you can see a lot of HP scanner in everywhere, but time goes, technology changes, then so you now you hardly see any HP scanners. So our company also because of that, our company also actually closed down at that point of time. And at 2005,
really?
the company actually closed down. We are all retrenched. Basically, we are all retrenched. So those, yeah.
Can I interrupt you? I think our dean,
Hey.
Prof. Rafiq is here, so maybe he would like to say something, say hello to
Sorry.
you, Prof. Rafiq. Yeah, please.
Thank you, Bro Shami. Sorry, I'm late. I'm having a Senate meeting right now, right? So I just take a couple of minutes off
Big meeting,
from the Senate meeting just to say hello, hi to our alumnus, Mr. Keng Shing. Yeah.
Yes.
Thank you for accepting our invitation to join the forum for the leaders of enterprise.
Yeah, thank you very much, Prof. I am actually very honored to be here. After so many years living UTM, this is, of course, in between I have some activities UTM, but I think with the exposure like this, it's actually first time, so it's actually very, very honored to be here and to share some of the things that I have gone through with fellow students and other participants in UTM.
Excellent. May I know which year did you graduate from UTM?
I graduated I took my bachelor in 1997.
Oh, okay.
So more than 20 years ago. I just mentioned to Prof Suhaimi that at the point of time, Prof Suhaimi is my final year supervisor. So years ago.
I see. All right.
I thought it was a secret.
No more secrets. No more secrets. All right. Okay. Thank you, Mr. Ao Keng Shing. Yeah. Just continue with the presentation, and then afterwards, if I have some time, I will join again.
Hey, thank you very much.
Thank you.
Thank you,
Dean.
Bye-bye. Okay, yeah.
Thank you.
Bye-bye. Yeah. Ao, yeah.
Hey, okay, thank you very much. So after we retrench, we actually the designers and also the program managers of the company actually set up another company called ORCA Creations on 2005. So we have been 15 years
15
now.
years, right?
15 years now. So I joined the company as the R&D people. So I have been spending, I think, the front 13 years I've been working in the R&D department, leading the designers. So at these last 2 years, I actually also take up the director position of the program management office in the company. Of course, when we talk about director or whatever title, we are just a small company. So I just want to share with people that a very small company can do a lot of things. It's not like we are a big company. We are actually a very small. Even in SME, we are considered a small company.
Bukan ikan bilis,
Ini memang kecil. Kalau consider people like Ries ke, Venture ke, siapa-siapa ke, kita ni memang kecil sangat lah. Ikan bilis pun tak boleh cakap.
But normally people start from small, yeah. So hopefully, yeah, going to be grow and strengthen from time to time, yeah. Hopefully, yeah. Okay, so,
Maybe I'll just continue. So our title today is actually I just want to share with the participants the business model that ORCA Creation has been in. So our business model is actually we focus on design services, but for certain clients, we also provide them a turnkey solution. So design services means we do product design for people, but for certain clients, turnkey in the industrial means we do everything. So clients will just need to engage us. They give us PO, then we do all the purchasing, we do all the manufacturing, then we do all the packaging, then we ship the product to the client. So the whole, or we call it one-stop solutions kind of services. So for certain clients, we actually for certain clients we actually do this, and for majority of a client we actually do mainly on design services.
Design services, yeah. So when meaning turnkey, you do everything for them, for the client, right?
That's right. That's right. Especially for many clients that is relatively smaller. They do not have all the functions of vendor management or quality management. So they would rather focus on their brand building or their marketing and so on. So they actually have all this kind of trusted to ORCA Creation. Then we actually manage for them.
So meaning to say that you involved from design, testing, manufacturing, and production of the product.
Yeah, that's right. That's right. So, of course, in every product, you need to go through all this. But for some of the product, we actually only involve, but we do not do the production for them. Like in HP, we do printer design for HP. But after we do the design for HP, then they will have their manufacturer to take over for the manufacturing. But we support their manufacturer in the sense of the engineering, how to do the jigs and so on, how to train their operators and so on. But they have their own so-called contract manufacturer to do the work. So, but we go along the way. But for some of the clients, actually, they do not go for this way. They actually just engage ORCA Creation. We design for them, but after the design, then we will actually engage our own vendors. The plastic injection molders and the box build vendors, the PCBs, then we actually manage all this, then we ship the whole product in the final form to the client, then they can sell it.
I got it. Yep. Understood. Yeah.
So maybe I'll just for our participants to understand the industrial. So I'll just kind of going through for in a product life cycle management. So a product life cycle is started from the lab until it is out to the shop. So within all these activities, you have concept designs, or technology development. Then you have your product development. Then after all these are done, then you go to product industrialization. It means the design is done, but you need to make it into something that is manufacturable. You need to make the toolings and so on. So that is called product industrialization. And when all these are done and all the testing are done, is ready for production, then we go into the serial production, or sometimes we call a mass production.
So serial production is another name. Main product. Production.
A lot of time, serial production is used in Europe, and mass production is used in Asia. But it basically almost the same. Yeah. So in the whole range of these activities, you actually need different capabilities in different. If you are going into on the left side for the design stages, a company actually need to be more knowledge intensive. You need to have a lot of designers with good brain that you can actually chunk up. You have innovations. You come up with new things. Then the company will need to be reputable, because when people start to want to design something, they ask around. What company can do this for me? Are they innovative enough? So you need to be a reputable company. People like when you hear Frog design, you hear BMW design, then those are the name that you will go for. On the other side of the spectrum, then we talk about capital and labor intensive. You must have a lot of people, you must have a lot of machines, or you must have a lot of factories to do that. Now you may also need to have a lot of different I would say different equipment
Facilities,
or
facilities,
different factories in different places.
Facilities,
And then you need to have different capability. You need to be more in program management so that you can manage the cost, you can manage the schedules and so on, rather than more innovative. But now you are actually manage more on kind of a the schedules and
scheduling,
costs. Then people are also looking for different things. Now they look for a company that can trust. They can see that you have big setup. If I give you business, you won't halfway during the business, then you close down, then my project all gone. So they look for company that have bigger setup, have more people that they can actually trust them. So different process, you actually need different kind of people.
If you go back to your previous slide, Al, one of the things that interests me is the knowledge intensive. So probably you can share what kind of graduates background working with ORCA Creation. For example, their degree background, whether they are more mechanical, electrical, electronics, working with your company, and how I mean, when you see it, knowledge intensive innovation, how kind of quality of student that you actually looking for actually?
I think
the background of the degree in your company.
So our company actually, so the nature of the company, the business actually more on mechanical industrial design. So for sure we have more mechanical engineering people in our company. So we do CAD work and so on. I think almost all the designers are from engineering degrees. So they are many of them are also from UTM. So they have engineering degrees. Some of them have master degree, but I think that is optional. Most important is I think we are looking for someone who have engineering degree and not really, of course. Most of them are actually mechanical engineering degree, but not really so important that it is more on they have basic engineering knowledge, because everything that you come into the industry, you actually need to learn like more details on how to do plastic designs and so on. We also can't learn in
university
schools. So either you are electrical engineer or mechanical engineer, you come in here, as long as you have basic knowledge, then probably you'll be able to handle this.
Please continue your slide. Presentation.
Okay. So there is a lot of companies that actually work in this space. Some of them are actually more to concept design. Like these are all companies that I work with. Of course, there is many more that we in the industry. Also, I just pick up some of them that I think is more relevant. Like people like Cambridge Consultants, ORCA Design, they only work for the product development, concept developments, and so on. They do not do any manufacturing services. But for the other spectrum of it, like VS Industry, they are very big in Insight or Flex, Foxconn. They are actually very much more on the serial production. They own big factories. And within these people, some of them actually have more design capability. They offer people that they do design for people, like Foxconn. Foxconn have a lot. They do design for HP. They do design for Apple, and so on. But they are still mainly focused on the serial production because they are so big. You can't earn money from design services with that kind of sizes. But
Job scope,
for
yeah.
ORCA Creation, we stand in the middle. So our main business is actually product development. But we also, for some clients, we actually also do the serial production for them. So we are actually much smaller. So the client that we serve, especially for those clients that we serve for serial production, is actually relatively small. Like just now what we say, they do not want to spend time in managing the manufacturing. They rather spend time in the branding and also marketing.
Yeah. So you outsource those to other companies, yeah?
That's right.
For the
That's right.
manufacturing. That's the reason why you are sitting in the middle, yeah, the ORCA Creation there in the slide. So I was known that you also have other ORCA innovation, ORCA design. So what is the difference between those companies?
We actually there is three company: ORCA Creation, ORCA Design, ORCA Innovation. Both are, or three of us are all in Pian Emas, or very near.
Oh.
So we kind of like sister company, but financially we are separated now. So we focus on different things. ORCA Innovation focus on branding. We work on our own products. ORCA Design focus on industrial designs. Industrial designs, process design, and ORCA Creation is more on program management, mechanical designs, and other product design. So different kind of market segment that we are going to.
Wow. So it's not a small company then.
Still considered small. Very
Still
small.
considered small. Thanks for the clarification.
I mean, if you talk about a company doing product design, it may not be so small because all companies that are doing product design is actually small. But if you talk about as a company, as general, we are still very small. We have around 20 people altogether. So I just want to emphasize that. So the whole point is, I think small bunch of people can actually make a lot of projects, can make a lot of products.
Yes.
Depends on how we mobilize our resource.
So your partners company, they're all in Malaysia or they're also international?
You mean ORCA Design, ORCA Innovation?
No, I mean your partners company, which for example the one that you outsource.
Depends. Of course,
Depend.
we also would very much like to have the vendor that is around our site here. So we have vendors. We have our partners in Taman Yu. We have partners in Kulai, partners in Senai. So whatever that we think we can do it here, we will want to do it here. First is of course the communication is easier, or we can go there, or just after lunch we just go there to take a look and so on. But also to build a longer term relationship, you are near, then it's easier for all these intellectual properties and so on. But there is certain products that sometimes due to cost reasons, sometimes due to technology reasons, then you will actually need to get it from not here, but maybe Taiwan, China, and other places.
In Singapore as well, I think. You
have Singapore as well, especially for smaller quantity that you actually need to serve the client in Singapore. So then you will need to have someone that who do the manufacturing in Singapore.
Yep. Okay.
Then maybe I'll just go through to some introduction of ORCA Creation. Like what I say, we are retrenched in 2005. Then we start up the business in 2005. Until now, we are 15 years.
15 years.
Process. I think it's quite a long time.
Quite a long time.
We do product design, we do manufacturing services, and the last point is we are asset light business model. How we versatile offering. We are not. We don't have our own factory, so we can accept small business rather than, of course, when you're a big business, we can run it with our partners, but we can also take in small business. That in that way, we are actually more versatile, and also like this COVID time, when there is no
COVID
business,
pandemic.
we
No
also
business.
small, then still okay, no loan.
So we will talk more later about this COVID pandemic later. Yeah.
So these are a range of products that we did. Some of them are actually very straightforward. Simple two-piece, like the Pyrex that you see here. There is also a more complicated product like the HP printer, like some of the machineries, and so on. Some of them are actually more design related. So they look at how people use it, whether it's nice looking, whether it is easy to use. Some of them are actually more engineering driven, like all the gears, how do you pick up papers and so on.
Yeah.
So ranges of services, we do product design, we do some analysis, we also do manufacturing services. So I'll just go through quickly on that so that we can have more time on to discuss. So you can see that we have different kind of designs, elimination design, mechanism design. And when we go to engineering analysis, we do analysis, we do tolerance analysis, we do light analysis. Different clients have different need for analysis. So we kind of see what they need, then we provide them.
So you do finite element analysis, yeah.
That's right. Now it's kind of very common to have that. For design, you need to have a finite element. For tooling, you need to have a mold flow analysis. That's basically a standard package that you need to offer to client.
Yes, yeah.
So for manufacturing services, then you will need a person called program managers that you actually need to link all these activities to the client so that the client do not need to worry about all these small little things, but a program manager will actually need to compile all this and feedback to clients and get things done.
Yeah, understood.
So some are actually very small quantities, low volume productions, prototyping. Some of them are actually higher quantities. We actually need to have a production line with SMTs and so on. So different, like what they say, some clients actually need only very small company. Some are actually bigger company. They need to chunk out in the count of millions units. So I think that's all for the activities that we have. Or maybe I just share a slide of to see, just to have a feel on what ORCA Creations is. So you can see that we have more than 50% of people are actually engineering. Engineering here, it basically means product designers.
50%, more than 50%.
Yeah, more than 50%. Then we have a few of these program managers that actually, like what just now we show, that they actually manage the manufacturing projects. Of course, we have a portion of people that do admin, sales, and actually also financing. So, in terms of incomes, you can see that there is 3 types of income that ORCA Creation generated. One is design services, almost half. Then the other side is actually the mass production. So design services and mass production, the income that generated from these 2 businesses are actually more or less equal. Then a portion of other portion is also the non-recurring engineering cost. That is, in short, there's NRE that include the prototyping, the toolings, and so on. So from here, you can see that the business model is actually quite unique, that we actually generate income from various, for example, if you talk about people like Flexonics, they may have this serial production, maybe more than 90% of their income. Maybe the NRE and design services maybe only 10% 10% of them only.
Wow.
So
10%.
so for us, it's like we are more focusing of design service. Of course, they are 10% maybe also bigger than us, or they are very big companies, we are very small.
Yeah.
But I hope this chart can show to participants that there is a business model that people can come in and take your place in this whole product life cycle, that they can provide service in this kind of setup. Okay, maybe just go through a very quick go through on some of the portfolio. I think HP printer has been one of our major design product that we did, or we did many different HP printer.
Yeah.
And there is also other printers. We do other consumer electronics for many people. Also, food storage.
Maybe they would like to know that from the HP product, we normally see about laptop, computers, but you are not really involved in that.
Yeah. So for bigger company, the printer division and the laptop division actually are different divisions. So we basically mainly join with the printer division, but we do work with laptops and computers, not with HP but with other brands. So I think that is basically too many products that we actually goes into it. So I just put in some of them. But
I was to make known. I was to make known that you said that laptop not much. I mean, the challenging is not much as you design a new product. Is that right?
I won't say that not challenging, but maybe less stories.
Less stories.
They are more what should I say? They are more structured. Because this laptop and the other laptop, they are more or less, but you just need to make it thinner and make it more easy to use and so on. So when it becomes thinner and thinner, the challenges become more and more. But basically the same challenge. But things like here, there is this robot from Citron. Citron is also a company that kind of
UTM,
related with UTM. They are all young people from graduated from UTM. So we developed this small little robot for them for many years. I think although it's a relatively smaller project for us, but it's actually very fun. We work with Citron, come up with the architecture of this product, then bit by bit. So the first year we only do one of these small little cube only. Then Citron try to sell it, and once they have more money, then we start to build the engine and also all others. So it's kind of we kind of grow with them together rather than like HP, they grow, but we just follow them. But for people like this, we actually participate more, or we give them more advisors, because
they are also what you mean by more stories, more creative, more innovation, because you design it from scratch, right?
They are also, they are also less experienced in a way. So we also will be able to contribute more, to share experience with them. Or you can't do this, and you should do this and that. But for HP, they do not need all these advisors.
So they already have the design.
They have all this. So we learn from them. Then we try to get whatever knowledge we learn from them to give it to all these smaller companies.
Yes, understood. Thank you. For your explanation. Right.
So there is other. I just want to show that there is different other products. Like this. It's actually very much different. The visions that we use for cooking, the Pyrex that we use for containers, and all these snackwares to glass bottles and so on. So these are different people actually come to us, then we try to learn from them, because we also knew, just like every of the students, you come out from university, you do not know the details on how to design a vision cookware. But for us, we also don't know when the time that they come to us, we also don't know, but we tell them we don't know, but we work with you, we go along with you, and you give us all the what is the so-called knowledge behind these visions, then starting from there, we start to learn from them. We help them to do the design, and we have been working. Then we help them. They give us business. Then we go together. So those are the models that we have been
I need some clarification now.
Yeah.
The slide before that, you show that things that you design from scratch, which is like this with the Citron, and some of them you are designed with HP, which is already, I mean, the design already free, something like that. So you just follow the procedure, and the, for example, like the vision, the Pyrex cooking. So can you explain a little bit more how you get involved in what kind of scope of work for this vision and Pyrex?
So every product actually have their own kind of knowledge, especially for maybe a vision is a good example. So vision product is actually is a glassware, but it's a different kind of glassware that you actually you need to go through different processes. So the profile of the glassware actually have to be matched with their production processes. So when we engage into it, we actually need to learn their processes. They are not simply glassware that you can find elsewhere. Their process
because you
different.
need to maintain the quality, right?
Yeah, we need to understand from them how do you make what is the profile. I can't be too straight and I can't be too slanted on this. So after we know all these requirements, how to do a vision glassware, then only they come with new projects, different idea, different industrial design. Then from this industrial design, we can analyze whether they fulfill the requirement of this mechanical design. Then we kind of trick along with the industrial designer so that we can have a new version that looks nice as well as is manufacturable for visions.
Yeah, and very reliable. I heard this brand Vision Pyrex.
I think I should say not cheap, but worth the money. I have many in my house. I usually use it for cooking Maggi mee.
Cooking Maggi mee,
Yeah. I think it's very easy to put Maggi mee on it. Then you just cook it. Then you just eat on the bowl. You don't need to pull it out. Then you wash one less. I don't need to wash the bowl.
Okay.
So for now, that is more and more medical and laboratory product.
Medical equipment.
Malaysia, you can also see that there is many new medical industrial the product that going up. So we are also involved in many of these medical and laboratory. They have different challenges. They need to kind of fulfill different requirements. So for medical, you need to get ISO 13485. You need to get FDA approval. So all these are different, kind of very different categories of product. Okay, I think that is all that I can share on what ORCA Creation do.
I think you have something to share on the your case study, about your company. Maybe something that we can share. But before that, in order to fulfill the client needs, we normally need to have a design requirements, which is a technical spec. I believe that the client when come to you, there are so many level of clients. Some client probably they have a very good technical background, so they can provide very good spec for you to design. And I believe there are also some client just come to you, please help me to design something, this. So how do you actually take care. Different level of client, they come to you as a problem solver to design their product.
I think thanks, Prof, for this question. I think it is an important question for many of the so-called innovator or entrepreneurs that they actually try to come up with their own products. So many of them have very good products, but when it comes to how to kind of industrialize it, so they actually have very less information on what to do it. When they come to some people that is, I wouldn't say we are very good, but we are kind of sincere people that help them to do this, then it's easier for them. But if they go to some other company that actually are not taking care of all this, then it becomes quite a disaster. So what happened is, like Prof, you said just now, a lot of bigger company, they have a lot of specs. They actually list down all these specs. Then we actually learn from them. Like HP, they want to do a printer. They have this, what kind of speed that you need, what kind of life that you need, what kind of testing you need to go through. So we gather all these informations. Then it become our knowledge base. We know that this kind of product you need to go through this and that, or what kind of testing that you need to go through, what kind of spec that you need to set. So when we cascade down to a new client that do not have all this information, they just want, I want something I can sell, then it won't break. People won't come back and complain to me. So when we have things, so once we get all this information, we start to ask, how long do you need this product to be, what is the warranty period that you are going in, and for the use case of it, how long does people use it for one time, and a day, how many times that they use, and then from here we calculate. Like let's say we design a door that's supposed to open once a day. Then it's supposed to stand for 5 years. Then we calculate 300 times 5 years. It is around 180, 1080. Then we will set the spec that this door must be able to kind of withstand at least 2000 or 2005. But we also don't want to do very much more than that, because especially for a product, you over design it, then you spend a lot of time on it. Right? It's costly, and sometimes people do not actually do not want that, because they want the design product to be changed. So, but one by one, we try to ask the clients what they actually want, then we translate it into the specs. Then from the spec, we can come up with the designs.
Thank you. Okay, Mr. Ao. Do you have anything to share from your slide about?
Maybe I'll just go through some of the. Maybe I don't go through this first. I will just want to go through some of the case study that I have, especially for some of the case study that I actually work with some of the universities. Of course, not the university itself, but a lot of the spin-off company from university. So hopefully for UTM, we can actually see what we did. Then if there is that we can provide to some of the startup, then it is very good for us. So maybe I'll just share. Let me share. Okay. The first two is not a university project, but I just want to quickly share that. So things like traffic light. You think it is everywhere is traffic light. You got nothing to do with traffic light, but there is still opportunities to revamp the traffic light. Like in this case, the Marina Bay, when Singapore government actually want to develop this place, they actually want to find a new traffic light for them, and that is the traffic light that we designed. So modular traffic light that you can actually take out one of them, then repair one of them. Of course, the whole design of it is also so even a traffic light that you see everywhere, there is also room for you to go into
Improve,
improvement and
yeah.
do design.
Mm-hmm.
Things like also, this is the machines that we did for one of the company in China. So you can see that the first design is this way. The original design this way. And
The original design, yeah.
And we actually work with the machine owner, the brand owner. Then we actually try to carve out a few design options for the company so that it looks more professional.
Yeah,
in a way,
professional, commercial.
Then you can sell more. you can
So that's why
request a higher
appearance is
price.
very important, right?
Yeah.
As a
So
selling
it's not like
point,
it looks nice or not nice, but it gives people a sense of secure that this thing actually works.
yes.
But at the same time, you can't only rely on this thing. If this thing and this thing is exactly the same, but only the looks is different, then you can't command a lot them. But inside there is still changes. You can see there's a hole here, there's a lubang here, but in this is actually enclosed. The enclosed place, we actually place so-called, this is a glass bottle inspection system. The machine, the glass bottle come in here, then the machine actually inspect it. Then if those parts that go out, the defect one, they actually drop here. So then here there is actually a tong sampah that people will collect it. But for new one, you can't do this exactly the same. Then we do a recycling system in this product. Then you have value added together with a new better look. Then you can command actually a much higher pricing. So this come together.
Yeah. Understood.
Okay, let's come to some projects that we did for university. These are from NTU. The company is called Vortex, and this is a ventilator. So basically, it's a fan, but a fan that actually suck air from the bottom go out from the top, rather than from top. You see, especially for Singapore, the roof is actually very narrow. If you do a fan, it's actually very difficult. So this guy, I won't say this guy, this person is actually also a professor from NTU. Also, we work with them. They come up with a new company. Then it's actually then we design for them, we manufacture for them, and they actually mainly sell in Singapore now.
Wow, yeah, good invention.
Second one, we work with US, so it's also a spin-off from US. The company is called Digital Surgical. So they basically make a microsurgery trainer. So microsurgery is very small. They actually join the blood vessels and so on. Very small little surgeries that people actually need to train all this now. So of course we do the trainer, the equipment for them as well. But here I want to show is the previous consumable that they have is it looks like this. But we try to develop it into a more sophisticated one. So that the surgeon they when they use it, it's easier to use. It looks more elegant and it gives better results. So these are the portions that I think we add so-called value add to the product.
Yep, nice.
Then also from UKM, DNA laboratory.
Kebangsaan Malaysia.
This is a pap smear test kit. A pap smear test kit or pap smear for women. So usually pap smear, you actually go to the clinic, then the doctor will actually get this pap smear test done. So in this innovation, the DNA lab actually wanted to have a test kit that actually the ladies can do it at their home. Then they actually send this piece to the lab, then the let's actually test it out. Because some ladies they actually want privacy for that.
Privacy,
privacy. So the first version is this. Then we actually revamp the product so that it is. So the function is actually almost the same, but you look at the sizes and the confidence that you want to use. The final product that we actually come out is this way. So then it starts to go into a campaign, because things, a lot of small little details, like this pink color, initially the client will think that ladies are supposed to be
pink color.
But after the studies that we did, we think that it need to be more clinical, it need to be more medical, and this color is actually this cyan color is actually a color that is for
medical.
For this is a brand color for the cervix cancer, because fresh milk test kit, they usually test for cervix cancer, and this color is actually the brand for the so-called official color for the cervix program. Okay, there is also a spin-off from UTM, Pet Care Innovations.
Okay, thank you.
So we work with also from mechanical engineering. So they have Mr. Kaur. He have an idea of this. Inside there is a motor. Then they actually use it to train the patient. Because once patient goes to stroke, then they need to do rehabilitation. So they develop games like this, and try to train. This is actually very famous machine. I think a lot of prime minister actually use this. We look from from the news. I think there is many of these prime minister actually touched this before. So we are also very proud. Of course, for UTM, I think it's something that is.
Yes, thank you.
So we have Mr. Kaur to develop the casing of this. Of course, inside then there is what they do. This is also a final year's project for Mr. Kaur.
Spin-off from the final year project. Yes,
I think it's very I would say it's a very encouraging thing that people will turn a final year project to a product.
This is the thing. Maybe later we can discuss how we can turn the final year project as something that can be helpful for innovation and creativity and to serve the community. Actually, is one of the things that
So you can see that many that just now I show. There is many more. There is actually a lot of them are actually. Either it's a final year project or it's a PhD project. Then like the micro trainer is a PhD project, or many more. So those are, I think it's a ways to kind of doesn't turn it into a product.
Yeah, you're right. Okay, I think we almost 1 hour already. I think we need to pick up some questions from our audience, from viewer. I think we have one question. Can you read the question out? Mr. Ao.
Yes.
Can please share how your manufacturing cope with supply disruption during COVID-19 pandemic? I just about to ask this question. So thank you for asking that questions.
I think for supply disruption is almost certain that you will face disruption, not only overseas in MCO. We also can't work for many months. So there is two things that we basically need to do. First thing is, of course, you need to find ways to let's say this supplier cannot supply, then you have to find another suppliers, and then you need to test it out. But I think in situations like that, it's actually more important for communication and continue discussion with clients, because clients actually also expected that, but they do not know what is the what they can do, what is the disruption. If I do option A, what happened? If I do option B, what happened? So we must have continuous communication. You can't wait until the last minute say, I cannot ship it out to you. Then the client also can't do anything. Once you know that this COVID-19 is coming in, then we start to analyze which supplier will have issues. Then we start to, of course, we first talk to suppliers whether you can cope or not, whether you can somehow crunch up some products or whatnot. Then we know what is the limit. Then we need to quickly come to the clients to adjust the shipment schedule. I think more important actually for the client side to understand the whole situation, then they will start to kind of arrange for, because they would also be able to arrange something because their marketing is also affected, so they may not need that much of product at this point in time. So once we know, let them know what is the limitation, they will start to adjust from their side as well. But of course, there is also time that you actually need to be urgent for certain things, then you basically need to work for it. If you can't get it from these suppliers, then you must maintain a few suppliers that you can actually get from other people. So this must be done well before that. We can't wait for, hey, you don't have that, then I also can't find anything, because every supply you need time to kind of develop. So before you have any problem, you need to have all this in mind.
Identify the problems. Thank you, Al. Right. We wait for if is there any more questions coming up? While waiting for that question, Al, we have questions. Sorry, we have question, Al. Mr. Chi Fai Yong. Hi, Al.
Hi,
Thanks
Dr.
for your
Young.
sharing. Interesting and insightful sharing. I have two questions. First, in near future, what do you think the direction will be in terms of products and technologies, especially after COVID-19? That's the first question, Aoya. Second question, what are the future in manufacturing methodology? What is your opinion in additive manufacturing? Over to you, Al.
Okay. I try to. These are deep questions. I try to.
That's why I pass it to you. Over to you.
I won't say the answers. I just want to give whatever that I think my opinions on it. So I think for product and technologies wise, if you talk about now, they actually going very, very fast. Especially, I won't say I won't take the whole global kind of big company things like that. But as for smaller scope like us, when we try to do products or we try to engage into technologies, I think more now product is everywhere and technology is everywhere. So the things is you need to first find out a usage of this. There is still many places that there is this a need for certain things, but the technology is already there, but the need is not been identified. We have been working for some just try to measure the breathing of people so that people can breathe better and so on. So those are usage that we don't see any product in the market. But the technology is already there. You just need to measure some force, and you just need to measure some kind of movement. So those are very, very general technology. But you try to, just like the tech care just now we mentioned, it's just a motor. You just need to measure the position of the motor and so on. But how do you kind of make it into a product that is useful for people? So that is things that need to work on. And once you have that, you basically need to kind of focus on the consumers. Like tech care, they are more focusing on hospitals. But let's say if you are focusing more on consumer, that you try to bring this product, everybody buy one and put it into their room and they do the rehabilitation in the room, then you kind of develop it in different way that is cheaper and not so robust and so on. So I think it's very important to identify the need and identify the clients.
Identify the needs.
So in terms of
manufacturing methodology.
I think for manufacturing, let me talk about additive manufacturing. So it has been quite many years. We do see that from many years ago, we talk about 3D printing. How far can it go? But I would say the trend is actually coming not as fast as we think. We would think maybe a few years later the additive manufacturing will actually take over all this. We don't need the toolings or whatever. But we do see a slowdown in these few years. It's only applied to specific things, the specific, like dentals or some spare parts or something that is more customized. So I would say it would be more in terms of the manufacturing. I would think it would be now it is more focusing on like robotics, like manufacturing informations. I think those are the focus that I think the industry now are paying for, rather than buying 3D printing machine, put it into the factory, then try to do business with that. I think I think the trend is more going to how do you optimize automate processes and make the whole processes more stable, cheaper, no need to have so many people, and how do you shorten your lead time, or when you have a PO coming in, how do you turn out it with a very short period? Also, those are things that I think will be the future.
Okay, we will take one more question, last question, because we running out of time. So we're realizing already over 1 hour. So last question, how your company cope with IR 4.0? So very short and concise answer for that.
I think we are still very small company, so so a lot of them are actually big manufacturing that is actually doing all this, but we try to have all our designs, or when we design something, we try to make sure that it is you have all this data link, you have all these things right, that is easier for this product to roll into a so-called the system and flow into the productions, and be easy to do the robotics, things like that. So I think everybody plays a part in this IR 4.0, and I think we are more working on the front line.
Thank you very much, Ao. We already over 1 hour.
I'm sorry.
That's okay. That's fine. Yeah. Because there are a lot of interesting thing to discuss, and then maybe this is not the last one. Probably we can do other webinar next time for the sharing with the students, and some activity that we can involve with staff and student as well. Thank you very much, Al, for spending your time with us. Hopefully this is something that can pave a way that we can work together and collaborate with your company in the future.
Yes. I would very much like to have that.
Thank you. So thanks to all our viewer, and don't forget to share and like our Leaders of Enterprise webinar. For that, thank you very much. Bye-bye and see you again.
Bye-bye. Thank you.